To stand up against the poison of white supremacy, as I did my inaugural address, to single out as the most dangerous terrorist threat to our homeland is white supremacy. And I'm not saying this because I'm at a black HBCU. I say it wherever I go.
All right, guys, so we got to talk about a speech that Joe Biden gave at Howard University's commencement ceremony. And if you guys didn't know, Howard University happens to be a HBCU, a historically black college or university. And Joe Biden, unsurprisingly, like most Democrats do, played the race card at this commencement address because that's all the Democrats know how to do when it comes to talking to black folks, which is simply just talking about race and how evil the white man is. But before we get into that, we have to have a word from the sponsor of this video, Noble Gold. Guys, we just experienced another major banking collapse despite assurances from the Biden administration and the federal government that, hey, everything is under control. But, you know, we do have a major bank that hopefully won't collapse. Bank of America, that is predicting that gold will go to $2,200 this year, an all-time high. Invest in a gold IRA today with Noble Gold Investments and take advantage of this rare opportunity to secure your retirement savings. With the experts at Noble Gold Investments, you can ride the wave of gold's historic rise to financial security. And this month, they're offering a solid silver 5-ounce America the Beautiful coin with every qualifying precious metals IRA or 401k rollover. You can't go wrong with Noble Gold Investments. Hurry and go to noblegoldinvestments.com to secure your wealth today and bag a free 5-ounce America the Beautiful coin if you qualify. Again, that is noblegoldinvestments.com. That is noblegoldinvestments.com. And just remember, there's always a risk with investments.
We know that American history has not always been a fairy tale. From the start, it's been a constant push and pull for more than 240 years. Between the best of us, the American ideal that we're all created equal, and the worst of us, a harsh reality that racism has long torn us apart. It's a battle that's never really over. But on the best days, enough of us have the guts and the hearts to stand up for the best in us. To choose love over hate, unity over disunion, progress over retreat. To stand up against the poison white supremacy, as I did my inaugural address, to single out as the most dangerous terrorist threat to our homeland is white supremacy. Today I come here to Howard to continue the work to redeem the soul of this nation, because it's here where I see the future, and that's not hyperbole. We can finally resolve those ongoing questions about who we are as a nation. That puts strength of our diversity at the center of American life. The future that celebrates and learns from history. A future for all Americans. A future I see you leading, and I'm not, again, exaggerating. You are going to be leading it. Again, let's be clear. There are those who don't see you and don't want this future. There are those who demonize and pit people against one another. And there are those who do anything and everything, no matter how desperate or immoral, to hold on to power. And that's never going to be an easy battle. But I know this: the oldest, most sinister forces may believe they'll determine America's future, but they are wrong. We will determine America's future. You will determine America's future.
You know, this is absolutely amazing, okay, for multiple reasons. First and foremost, does Joe Biden hear himself speak in the speech, right? The same speech this guy is talking about how there are people out there that want to divide this nation, right, in order to hold on to power, while at the same time, quite literally dividing this country by telling black students that the biggest threat to this country is white supremacy, which again is by definition a divisive statement, okay, that in my opinion is not grounded in any type of facts or reality. And if you don't believe me, I mean, just ask the black folks out in Chicago who are currently still protesting against the invasion of illegal immigrants into their neighborhood. I don't think that these black folks right now, I don't think their biggest problem is white supremacy as much as it is illegal immigrant supremacy and criminal supremacy. Both are a result of Democrat policies. Take a look.
All these resources that have not come to us, now you want to overly compensate for people who never lived here before, and we need to be taken care of first and foremost before anything else happens here.
Why would any leader put our black communities already riddled with crime at further risk by placing unvetted non-taxpayers steps away from our seniors, our children, and our homes we've worked so hard on our own to secure?
We are at war, people. Our communities are at war. They are violating our communities, and we asking that we across the country, and we asking and we're demanding for office of Black America, or whatever you want to call it, to deal with issues like this.
I did get placed on a wait list, but I was told that the immigrants was taking priority. See, that's a story that a lot of people don't know, and it hurt me. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I understand we need to be humanitarian, but these people are, that my participants are third and fourth generation Chicagoans, born, bred, fed, and raised here. My grandmother, Mayrella Carrington, rest in peace, always said, Craig, charity starts at home first, and then it go abroad.
Politically, having over 500 people in our community would completely wipe out any interest we have.
Many of these migrants have been dumped in our neighborhoods without a plan in place to monitor and house them long term.
I'm not selling nothing, and I keep telling people,
that
we
big
don't have to
library
move.
coming to wipe
If you
you out.
sell, they gonna come in. If we don't sell, we gotta stand strong and go.
That's right. We just getting started.
Yeah, so you guys seen that, you heard that. Those concerns there from residents, what I heard was illegal immigration, okay, which is a result of Biden's soft on border policies, right? And it's going to get worse because of Title 42 expiring, right? So it's going to get worse, okay? I heard that. I also heard about crime. We already know from the polling how bad people are feeling inflation, okay? How people feel about the economy. They don't feel good about the economy. That's the reason why Joe Biden has such a low approval rating. But he's out here talking to black folks about so-called white supremacy. Again, I'm not sure what white supremacy has to do with the epidemic of black murders in this country at the hands of other black people because of soft on crime, Democrat policies, or the exodus of businesses from black communities in this country, like, you know, cities like Chicago as well too, Portland, Oregon, etc. Like, I'm not sure what that has to do with white supremacy, right? I think those are actual real key issues in this country that are affecting black folks the most. And this is exactly what I'm talking about when I say that Democrats think black people are dumb. They literally think black people are the dumbest voters in this country, right? Because they don't talk to any other group like that except black folks. Okay, they sell black folks the same okie doke over and over and over and over again, making it seem like, hey, your main priorities and issues are not actual priorities and issues that you're experiencing, okay, that actually affect your life. No. It's whatever we tell you that it is. It's this imaginary boogeyman of white supremacy, and you have to vote for us because the evil white man, aka the conservative white man, the Republican white man, they're trying to make your life worse. All while what's really actually making black folks' lives worse in this country is Democrats, again, in their economic policies, their border policies, their crime policies. Those are the policies that are actually making black people's lives terrible. That is the biggest threat to black folks, not white supremacy. And again, it's not just that. They'll say stuff like, well, no, what you should be concerned about is your voting rights. What you should be concerned about is democracy, right? Democracy. While at the same time turning around and supporting or attempting to support illegal immigrants voting in local elections where you have a significant percentage of the population being black. So they're diluting the black vote with illegals, right? Or attempting to in some cases when it comes to local elections. Again, it's just funny how that works. Democrats think black folks are too stupid to talk to them about any real issue outside of the made up issues, the imaginary fake race baiting issues that Democrats have made up and told black folks, hey, this is what you should care about. You should care about voting rights, right? Which again means, hey, letting illegals vote. That's what that actually really means. You should care about so-called white supremacy. You should care about all these things that have no real material effect on the lives of black folks. And then just ignore everything else that actually has a real effect on the lives of black people. I don't understand how black folks are not offended by this. I don't understand how black folks are not offended and just sick and tired of Democrats and this empty rhetoric creating this false boogeyman, this fake boogeyman of white supremacy as a way to try to continue to get votes from black folks. But you know what? It works, right? Because those same people in that video that I just showed you voted for Joe Biden at a 90% clip, right? They voted for all the policies they're complaining about. So I don't blame the Democrats for playing the same old game. But again, the question is, when are black people going to wake up and realize that this rhetoric means nothing? This idea that white supremacy is such a big threat to black folks and racism is the biggest issue for black folks, it literally means nothing. It doesn't mean anything. It's made up. They do that to fear-mongering you and to continue to vote for Democrats, right? Again, it's just amazing how that works. So again, you know, I'm offended by what Joe Biden said, but you know what? I understand why Democrats continue to do it, because black folks keep falling for it. They giving him a round of applause. And then Joe Biden tells you right after that, well, you know, wink, wink, I'm not just doing it because this is a black university. No, that's exactly why you're doing it. You're doing it because you're speaking to black folks, and all you know how to do is speak to black people about racism because you think black folks are too dumb to speak to them about any other real issue in this country that they're facing. Again, when are people going to catch on to the game? Right? That's my question. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.